Gonna try to tackle that bad exhaust manifold gasket. I got it out there really tough to see, but that top rear exhaust manifold bolt is broke. But that bottom exhaust manifold bolt is broke as well. And I'm not planning on using that heat shield. I'll show you why. So the heat shield is held on with a bolt like this, and then a nut. And that's fine and dandy. I was intending on using it. I like to keep things original. But I got this off Amazon. Made in China. That's not happening. I'm gonna take my chances with the local hardware store hardware. Just eliminate the heat shield. I'm gonna start by getting this Y pipe off. And both of these bolts are spinning. They're through bolted to that manifold. I can see they gotta be about 2.5 inches long. I'm just gonna torch these bolts off because it just looks like a headache. A lot of other guys are taking the wheel well out, but this one's all steel. So, no taking that out. Alright, there she is, the HO V8. So clearly, I'm going to take this air box out to be able to get my arm in there. And hopefully that's about it. One down in this air box. Of course, that's not coming out. In the wheel well here. There it is right there. I'm just going to put a vice grip on it and some lubricant. Alright, this is free here. And this one's already kind of undone. I'll put a washer on that when I put it back together. And of course, there's yet another one right underneath this piece. Vice grip on the bolt head. This piece slid forward a little bit. Try to get the nut out from the bottom. Right there it is. Should be fairly easy to wrench out. Got that guy out, no problem. As you heard all this banging around coming from the front, I'm looking at the shock. There's like a 1/4 inch gap in there. Same on both sides. Lube up the top of that shock. Probably just put some washers or something in there for the time being. I'm using 6-point sockets here. This is a shallow 10 mil. I'm trying to get this nut off this bolt here. There's another one on the bottom. Get that heat shield out of there. So you can get to the shot. It doesn't really matter if this hardware snaps or not. I wouldn't even think about reusing the same hardware on an exhaust manifold. Not shit that's, 200,000 miles old on a rust belt. In case you're wondering, I got that other heat shield nut off from the bottom front. And it's loose now. I don't have to worry about the other two because those studs snapped. Get this prick out of here. Oh, it came right out. There's that stud. Looks like it did not snap off flush in the head, which is good. Here's the other one, same thing. So hopefully I get those all with a vice grip. I got one to crack loose. We're on the second one here. I think I'll put a wrench on that. Oh, that one's tight. Oh. All right. That's 2 for 2. Here's a view from the bottom. The 6 hole ones all cracked loose. And as soon as you crack them loose, it's like they come right out. So it'll be interesting to see how the 2 broken ones come out. But I'm gonna undo the rest of the bolts. And that front bottom one is the hardest. It has to be done with a wrench. I took the rest of the bolts off and the manifold just kind of fell free. Yeah, I was leaking all around this guy here. And I put a vice grip on them there, 2 studs. See if I can get them to crack free. I always use a genuine brand vice grip with a curved jaw for something like this versus a straight jaw. At this bottom one, just finger tight. Oh, just probably put a rag over the Y pipe so nothing drops down in there. See if this top one finger tight. Yep. All right, folks, I'm halfway home. Felt Pro gaskets I got, they look like a pretty good reproduction of the original. So I'm gonna wire wheel this, get this all cleaned up. This straight edge here was machined to like a 10,000ths. It's really not flat at all. The gasket surface is pretty good though. I could chuck this up in the mill and try to machine it. I think what I'm going to do though is I'm just going to run it down and see if it seals up instead of making a big job out of it. Now that all the bolts have been loosened up, it's going to be pretty easy to take back off if I want to. Really hard to get the shot here, but I sprayed that head surface off with some carb cleaner, wiped it down, blocked it down to, then I blocked it down to 120 with a block. So I think that's good to go for assembly. Blew out all the threads with compressed air. Here's my gasket. Now there's gonna be a certain amount of crush to this, and this manifold's gonna have a certain amount of flex. So I'm thinking this is just gonna be okay. When I assemble this, this will be the first bolt, this one and this one. Besides these two, of course. All I can find at the hardware store are cap screws, and these are class 12.9s. So I'm gonna throw it together with that. Now that I have an original bolt out, maybe I'll see if ARP's got something for this. Replace them one at a time later or something like that. I did find a pretty decent flange bolt in 10.9. I think that'll work out okay. The originals had like a metal tab coming off it that would keep it from turning. I think I can probably get a wrench on it though. Gaskets in, get all 8 manifold bolts in, so I'm gonna tighten for the inside out on this. I got them all tight with the Allen key. The car is up and down probably about a dozen times. All right, the Y pipe's cranked down. I was able to get a wrench in there. And I'm gonna put the rest back together and have a listen. Let's see how it sounds. I think I'll run it through a couple of heat cycles and probably snug all on bolts up again. So this thing's pretty quiet for 200,000 miles.
It actually sounded better when there was a hole in the muffler. It sounded tough.
Alright, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.